Alright boys, well we're back out here with this thing. I had the batteries on a charger overnight just to make sure they were good and topped up. Today, like I promised you, I figured I would do a little bit of fuel system investigation. And what I found was lines were totally loose. There's absolutely zero fuel in the tank. And our primary filter was super loose, just like this. I mean, it was up here, so you couldn't like tell visibly looking at it, but it would spin freely, like totally loose. No filter in it. The line was there, but I took it out and put it in a jug, and the return line is also in the jug. I don't know that that line is even going to suck fuel. It's totally destroyed. I mean, it looks like the line's on the cab over, with the exception of it didn't fall apart when I bent it to put it in the jug. So we're going to try it anyway. The other thing I discovered, the secondary was loose here. It was full of fuel, but somebody pulled the filter out of it. Not a very smart thing to do. So I had a filter on the shelf. We put a filter in that. We're just going to suck it out of the bucket. So I think we're just about ready to see if it'll live. I think we're ready now. So I'll get prepared and bring you back. Round two.
Round two. Fight.
Smells like ether. Golly. I'm not even sure if she's friggin' priming. Let me check the filters and see if it's priming. Usually you can prime these with ether, but I wonder if that line is just too wasted and it's not gonna suck fuel. That's not gonna be any fun to replace. Well, here we go again. We got her now. Oh yeah, she's a runner, fellas. I turned this idle up yesterday thinking that's why it wouldn't start, so we're gonna back that down a little bit. Runner. Got a hell of a miss. Not sure if that's just air in the fuel or if we got like a real issue. Let's see what we got for oil pressure, if any. Pressure showing like 65 pounds. Boy, is she missing like a bastard though, huh? I don't have any coolant in it, so I'm hesitant to continue just running it, you know. Tell you what, I'll fire it back up. I'm gonna look at the return line and see if there's air coming out of it or not. Doesn't tell me quite a bit. So the other thing I'm noticing here is we are not building any air pressure at all. We'll tighten up some miscellaneous fittings and shit. I'll see about getting coolant in it. Maybe we can run it for a while. Well, boys, we got it right full of coolant. As soon as I put coolant in it, go like this. This is about par for the course for me. As soon as I put coolant in, I heard it coming like raining, and I was like, what the shit? Well, this friggin' line right here, dude, was just pissing, and then I touched the line, and it just literally snapped in half. Wild. So we put a new one. That was the one that was this line here. It goes to the air compressor, so I put a new one on. And yeah, so I guess we'll try that now. At least now I think we can run it for a while and see what it's actually going to do. Get the battery cut off here, so let's see if we can. Ooh, air buzzer? Actually works. Fancy. Should be able to run her now. Bear with me. Runs good. Other than that little mess. But Jesus Christ, boys, I can't hear myself think with this fucking intake open like that. These goddamn 6Vs are so loud. So I'm gonna put the air filter and shit back on it. We'll run it like with the filter and see if that quiets it down any. Another thing I'm gonna do is put the I gotta find a tube because James lost mine that goes from the, what do you call it? Air compressor, the inlet to the air compressor that goes to here. Alright, so we'll do that, and then see what we got from there. Go from there, but I think it's still got a dead hole. I'm going to try to get a little bit of heat in it, and then we can investigate which cylinder it is, so hang tight. Alright boys, well, it's a little while later. I don't know if you could tell the difference in my concrete, but like all that dirt, like probably the most amount of dirt, like all this, and like all the way through here is all out of that air filter. I like blew out thank God I blew it out, dude. Wow. Probably the worst air filter I think I've ever seen. So I had to get an air filter, but for now I at least blew it out and it blows for the most part clean. We got the air compressor. I'm a total idiot, and I didn't even it didn't even occur to me that I didn't have the air compressor outlet hooked up. So yeah, no shit, it's not making any air pressure. But so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the vice grips off the rack and just see what it does. And if it runs away, it runs away. You know, I'm not really worried about it. We got the shutdown flap works. You know, it is what it is. I'll put the alternator on it later. I got to figure out how that air filter goes. I didn't take this apart, so it was apart when I got it, so I have no idea which way that orients. Obviously the outlet goes over towards the thing over there, but like the base rotates and it changes where that air filter is actually positioned. So whatever. But I guess jump in it here and see if it'll see if we can get her to go. It should just fire right up. I don't know if you guys can even see anything. It does make me a little nervous starting it without the vice grips, but so I think the weight of the vice grips is what was giving me my idle, actually. Let's try that. Interesting, that's like a fuel thing. Is the, that's odd. Did I pull the suction line out of the thing? No. Why ain't no Cheech all of a sudden? Is it below the... No. Huh. Maybe it really doesn't like that air filter. It should just fire right up. I think it lost its prime. Decent oil pressure. I have the buffer backed all the way out, so that's why it's rolling like that. real curious as to what the miss is. I'll let me get my ooh, we are making a little bit of air pressure. That cool, so I ain't fucking worried about it. Jeez. Idle's coming up. Where we want it. Still a little bit. Still kind of feels like it's missing a little. Surprised by that. Let's see if it's got air pressure. Nope. Be cooler if it did. It sounds kind of cool, fellas. Is anything working here? I'm not sure what does what. That's your PTO engagement. And this is supposed to be your dump up and down. We'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna Man, that really sounds like it's huffing air out of somewhere, not out of the motor. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fire this. I'm gonna take the cage. I'm gonna uncage your brakes so that the fucking thing doesn't like go bananas and we try to put it in gear. I think the clutch is stuck. And then we're gonna put it in gear and see if we can get it to like do anything. So give me a few, I'm gonna do that and then we'll be back. If y'all are wondering what I'm doing, I'm trying to get the clutch freed up. Front clutch is frozen, so it's not going well. Well, boys, good news. You can tell it moved. I finally just kept ramming it in gear, like stalling the motor with the engine shut down, and then like right before it stalled, I would jam it in gear and then give it full throttle with the clutch pushed in, and finally it let go and freed up. Now it works further than me. So let's see if it's like how well it moves, because I haven't really messed with it. So. We'll put the camera somewhere where you can actually see me drive in front of me. I went all the way down the driveway with it. What do you mean? shit, boys. I can't believe it's a runner. It ain't too bad, it's clearing out some. It's pretty smoky. Wow, the greasy? Looks it. It's been a rough day, fellas. Alternator charges. Pretty wild. See if I can get you all the lights so you can see. Actually, it's running really nice now. I don't know if it just had air in it or what. It's probably slobbering. Or leaking something. Coolant would be my guess. Oh yeah. Right from where I expected it would leak. That's okay. The hoses and shit on it are wasted. I don't know if I can. We go get a light. And then we'll go for a ride down the driveway. It's got oil pressure. Not like a lot. I mean, it's a 53, but like, as soon as you rev it, it's great. So I ain't even worried about it. The more I run it, the better it runs. Rear brakes are hanging up a little bit. That's why it's such a pain in the ass when I keep stalling. And the clutch is like right at the top. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, one last thing before we go. Thought you'd want to see this. She's a dumper, boys. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.